My name is Robin Nicole, and I was born on May 8th, 1972. I came in on the Heralds of Light frequency as a way shower of freedom, along with the energy of independence for all. I came to hold the light. I came to help make the world a better place to live in. I also came in with a Chiron wounding in Aries, which means I have a deep core wound around empowerment, self-worth, and rejection. My parents named me Robin, not just because the robin bird is the first sign of spring, but to remind me that I was born to fly, to spread my wings and soar through life, and that I am allowed to take up space in this world. I matter, and I can make a difference to myself and others. I come to finally remember, to finally break the chains that bind, to finally turn the key and open my heart to joy, peace, and happiness. I do this in so many ways that it is way too much to explain in a short bio. I am not just one thing, and I never feel as though I have arrived. As every moment new beliefs arise and new mysteries unfold, I change and evolve. I am light. I am and always will strive to make a difference, to help my fellow man grow and evolve around me, to teach by example, and to always speak my truth. I invite you to get to know me, explore through the eyes of Robin's world. My world revolves around color, around sound, around always seeking to connect fully with my higher self. When I am fully in balance, I create so many things. I am a way shower. I am an artist. I am a channeler of all that is. I am a starlight master who puts one foot in front of the other, even through the toughest of times, and push through adversity to shine my light out into the world as bright as I possibly can. Hello, you beautiful beings of light. Today is September 11th, 2023, and I thought I would come on. I just got out of the swimming pool, and I went for a really nice swim today, and I had a really good sauna and steam, and really trying to come back into balance. At first, when I first started swimming, for some reason today, I don't know if it's just the energy of today when I first woke up, or maybe because I haven't gone swimming for a couple of days, but I definitely felt like I was swimming through molasses. It was just definitely not an easy. And in fact, back in the day, I used to have, every now and then I've had a few of these dreams, and they always come around the time when I haven't been swimming a lot. So I would get these dreams, and they would always remind me that I need to go in for my swim, because the swimming is like what really like helps me be able to focus, I guess, and helps me kind of be able to cope. It's like my coping mechanism, but it also keeps me in balance. And I would have these dreams like I'm swimming through a pool full of jelly or jello. They call it jelly over here in Ireland, but it's the same thing as jello. And so I'd be kind of like swimming through this, and it was like, it's really hard to get through. So that's kind of like what it felt like today. And then whenever I would have one of those dreams, I would wake up and I would go, I think I need to go for a swim because I haven't been in a while or whatever. But So yeah, I wanted to come on. I had been thinking about this when I was swimming. I wanted to come on and kind of like talk about it a little bit. So as you guys know, I one of those people. I do a lot of journaling. Here's my journal. I do a lot of journaling, and in fact, I have this notebook, and I do so much journaling. You can see like where this part is the part that I've written. It's only been like a month since I started this journal. So let's say I started it on the 20th of July, and it's a little bit over a month, and I've done that much, and I gotta go to the store and buy some more because I'm almost out of paper. But you all know how like I pull my oracle decks and everything. Well, one day a couple of weeks ago, I was in my office here, and I have my oracle cards that are kind of like in my little box. I have a special little box that my husband created for me a long time ago. And let me see if I can turn it around to show you my little box. And it's not very tidy all around it, but I will try to show you the box. Okay, so I'm turning the camera around, and see this box? It says, "I just love you." And my husband made that for me in 2025 out of a piece of furniture that his parents used to have in their house. It's a piece of mahogany, and he made this little box for me to hold all of my oracle decks because he knows how much I love my oracle decks. And so I have all of my cards stacked in here like so. And there's that one. And there is this deck. So this deck right here, I can't get it all out. This deck is a mix between two decks. They're my Brian Freud fairy deck cards, right? And I put both of them together because, like, see, there's two different styles of cards, but they're both from the same person. And I love the images on all of them. And so I love this deck of cards. Well, about a couple weeks ago, I had some cards out here. They were kind of sitting here. And when I finish, I pull a card every single day. Try to put those back in the right way. So I pull a card every single day. And when I'm done pulling my cards for the day, I kind of plop them back in here like that. And then the next morning, I just go again, right? And for some reason, some of these cards, a couple of them had fallen down onto the floor right here. And I didn't know that they were on the floor. And so I'm sitting here in my office, and I look over, and Mr. Neo the Noodle, my dog, the Labradoodle dog, was chewing on something. I was like, what is he chewing on? And I took it out of his mouth, and he had already swallowed some of it. So like I couldn't even get the part that he swallowed. Let me try to find, it's on my, I put it on here this morning. Okay, so this card right here, he chewed up. So there was this piece, and it has the number 33 in the middle of it. And then there was the rest of this card. And for a couple of weeks, I decided that I would put it back into the deck and shuffle. Well, it was weird to shuffle it because it was just like, it's not whole. So like you tend to like want to pick it because it's not like, when you're shuffling it, like it's not like all the other cards in the deck. And there's no way to get this card back the way it was. And there's no way to even tape it back together because Mr. Neo the Noodle ate some of it. There isn't anything back. So I said to myself, I've been thinking to myself the last couple of days, I'm like, I wonder what this message is, like why he chose to chew up this card. And so this morning, before I went for my swim, I decided to look up what was this all about. I wanted to know what was this card all about so that I could know why was he chewing on it. So, so one thing that I do when I'm doing my cards is every morning I will add up all the numbers that are come onto the cards, because they all have different numbers. Like this one has the number 20 on it, and this one has the number 7 on it. And I add up the numbers, and the numbers come up to a total at the end. And then every day I look up, what is that angel number? Like, what is that number? Like, what does it mean spiritually? And so I thought I'd start out dissecting this card. And so I'm going to read it to you, like what came through. I just got to find my glasses. Okay, here's my glasses. Okay, so I'm going to read through. Okay, so because I'm thinking there must be some reason why the dog has chewed this card up that I need to take some notice. And so the meaning of the angel number 33 is linked into balance, creativity, expression, and building the life you want to live. And then I wrote, could this mean that could Neo be trying to tell me it's time to really go for it? Because like I've been trying to kind of like go for it. Okay, so this number is full of positive energy and is sent by our guardian angels as a form of spiritual guidance to let us know that new beginnings could be on the horizon, and that your intuition will guide you where you need to go to be on the right or on your life path. And so then I started looking at the card, and the part that I could actually see that was still there is a fairy in here, this big, large fairy, and she's holding a big kind of acorn seed, right? And all of the fairies are looking towards like this one direction. And so the card is full of possibilities, as each fairy is focused on forward movement. The main fairy in the middle holds a seed in the palm of her hand. It's time to consider where we have been and where we wish to go. There are endless opportunities and potentials, but we must clearly focus and make a decision as to what direction we want to proceed to. To choose a path and then take realistic, practical steps to bring the desired future into being. This is not a time to wait for things to come to us, but to step forward boldly to meet the goals. And as I was reading that or writing that down, I thought to myself, I have been waiting for the opportunities to come along, and just kind of sitting around waiting for the right moment or the right day for things to happen, right? And so I haven't been taking like action on what I really want to do. And then it kept saying, we may do this alone if we wish to, or in the company of those who share our goals and dreams. It's time to get clear. If you want certain things to come into your life, you need to take action. No one is going to do it for you. And then it was giving me information about my book. So it says, if you want the book and the grids and the retreat to happen, it's time to focus and take action to bring this reality forward. You need to spend the time and Neo, my dog's name is Neo. Neo, chewing the card, is telling you, come on, Mom, let's do this. I'm here if you need a friend. Just please stop procrastinating and get to work. Bringing your dreams into your reality. And then they reminded me that I planted the seeds, but seeds need to be nurtured. This is the message. When you come back to this writing, please of course it's telling me that I come back to this writing. So it says, when you come back to this writing, please let it be a reminder to keep following your heart and your dreams. And so got me thinking, before, like, as I went in to do the swimming and all that. And I started thinking about, like, all the things that I really, like, want. And no one's going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. You have to put yourself out there and you have to start doing it. And I've been very, like, I don't know if it's just coming out of the summer or what, but I used to be a person that had, like, lots of drive and lots of, like, trying to push through everything. And so for a while, I've been really working on not being like that and trying to be more of, like, the universe is going to bring whatever you need, no expectations, and all of this. But I still have these goals and these dreams and these things that I would really love to do. And so I'm realizing that you can work towards your goals. You can do this without, like, putting on expectations, because I guess the way that I used to manifest things was always putting, like, I would see the end result and then I would hop to that or whatever. And so now it's just kind of like, you need to just put one foot in front of the other and just do what needs to be done, and nurture the seeds, because I have planted very many seeds. The things that I'm looking at now that I would really love to do is, like, I would like the retreat to happen. I would like the book to come to basically get published. I would like to get my energy devices that I've been creating, my grids, really, like, past the prototype and get it to the point where I'm like, here they are, and a lot of times I spend an awful lot of time procrastinating. I spend an awful lot of time just kind of waiting for things to happen, when really I need to take some action. I need to start really, like, developing the content a little bit more, get the things like the guides have been showing me, get all of the all the ducks in order. And because no one's going to do this, no one's going to do it for me. I'm going to have to do it all for myself if this is what I really want. And I guess maybe I just didn't have the drive to do it. I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me as I'm getting a little bit older, and I, like, let go of expectations and I let go of outcomes. And lately I've just been kind of really working on, like, oh, that's another thing, is I was really working on codependency and not to be codependent on other people. And so I've been really working all of that. And sometimes I've been asking myself questions like, do you really want to do this? Or do you really want to do that, when I find myself in situations? And lately, what I really have been finding is I really love to do what I love to do, and I really don't like to do what I don't have to do. And so I think that this reminder, because I do get complacent and I do tend to work really hard, and then I get, like, off balance or something. Because, like, if you look at my intro, and it talks about, like, when I'm in balance, I create so many things. That is so true. And maybe I haven't been in balance lately. And so Neo, my little Labradoodle doodle, decided to chew up that card to remind me that I need to actually nurture these seeds. I need to look forward to the future and really, like, work on what it is that makes my heart sing the most. So that was just all I really wanted to come on and say. I wanted to talk about that. And I think that I was getting a little bit there was a part of me that was getting a little bit sad around the retreat, because the people haven't been interested in it like I thought that they would be. and there really hasn't been a lot of uptake, and there has not been a lot of people, there hasn't even been anybody like inquiring about it. And so I think that was making me start to kind of get complacent, and I was starting to get like, well, maybe it's not meant to happen, and blah, the universe and all the things that are happening in the world is probably causing the problem. And I had a regression session on Friday, and that was one of the questions where I asked about with the retreat, and the answer was the retreat itself is exactly what it's meant to be, and that I'm on the right track with the whole topic of the retreat, and the like what the intention is for the retreat. But the problem with the retreat at the moment is the timelines are shifting, and there's a lot of things going on that have nothing to do with the retreat, that have to do with like people with restrictions for traveling and things that might be coming out in during the time that the retreat is happening. And this could be why people aren't booking the retreat, is because of the fact that they don't know if they're even going to be able to travel at that time, depending upon where the timeline is for the world. There's Mr. Neo Noodle himself. And so basically that could be all that it is. And so they told me in the session that if the retreat goes forward, it will be kind of very quickly towards the end was when people will start booking for it. That it won't be like something where people are going to be booking ahead of time. It will be very last minute, and to not get upset, and get down about it. And that the retreat itself is meant to happen, but it might not happen. If it does happen in 2024, that's what's going to happen with it. But if it doesn't, then it might be 2025 or 2026, especially when Chiron and Aries is still here. And so Chiron and Aries stays until 2026. And so when 2026 gets over with, then maybe things will change around that. And then the divine timing might be a little bit better. So that's basically all I have to talk about. My son just came home from school, so I'm going to end the video so that I can say hi to him and see how he is. That's what the dog was barking. And I will see you all the next time. And definitely don't let your dog chew up your card to remind you that you need to take action and you need to move forward and nurture the seeds that you have planted. Think about it, and think about what seeds you have planted, and are you waiting for the universe to kind of come in and take care of it, or are you going to take action to move that forward? Because the fairies in the future, this is what it's called, fairies of the future, have come on to the path, and Mr. Neo the Noodle came here to remind us that we need to definitely nurture the seeds for our future. Have you been meaning to deepen your connection to your spiritual guidance team, but find that life is always getting in the way? Instead, you find yourself only going in circles, completing endless task after endless task, instead of taking time to meditate and go within. Why not treat yourself to some time for you and come to the I Am Light Retreat, Emerald Isle Edition. Robin Nicole and Geraldine Broadley have created a 5-day retreat that will be held in a very special place, free from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, where you can deepen your connection with your guides and your higher self, along with learning how to be one with the land. There is enough space for 15 people to gather in an intimate and powerful setting to help set the stage for deep introspection and spiritual growth. The main objective of this retreat is to go within and spend time deepening your connection with your spiritual guidance team and connecting to the light from within. The farmhouse is located in an area where the veil is very thin. The crystalline grid does not exist here. Only the Gaia grid is in place here. This is why we chose this place for the retreat, so that you can have a chance to experience for yourself the magic of the elemental kingdom. The goal is to leave feeling inspired to go out and live your best possible life. Robin and Geraldine will spend the week holding space, connecting and guiding you to live your best possible life and to learn how to work closely with the land and your innate wisdom. While at the retreat, we will be staying in a rural, rustic, traditional Irish farmhouse near Bantry, County Cork, Ireland. The farmhouse is a 20-minute drive from Bantry town and an oasis of calm. The property is nestled on the slopes of the mountains with breathtaking views over the valley and Bantry Bay in the distance. It is here where we will spend our time connecting to the Gaia grid and our spiritual guidance team by taking time away from the hustle and bustle of daily life to rest, rejuvenate, and connect to the light from within. You will have plenty of time to relax, meditate, ruminate, and connect to your heart space and the innate part of you. Haggle Farm is surrounded by nature and the beautiful wild landscapes of West Cork, and the gardens reflect that too. There are lovely river and forest walks just down the road, with a river beach for swimming on sunny days. We will be taking day trips out to the sacred stone circles, a holy well, and an ancient forest, where Geraldine and Robin will help connect you to the land and hold space for you. For more details and to book your spot today for the I Am Light Retreat, which will be held from June 16th to the 22nd, 2024, click on the link provided in this video. We look forward to seeing you next year.